All right, guys. So today is day 20. I did a lot of shopping early in the morning, so I didn't really get to finish the walls, but I'm almost pretty much done. Found this nice, it's like olive green rope throw rug. Found that. Found another one for the back. Grabbed them. I did furring strips. They're all bolted in, rock solid, screwed in, I should say. I found a birch desk for a really good deal, so I grabbed it. Unfinished wood. I mean, I'm gonna have to butcher the bottom a little bit here and there and figure out what I'm gonna use it for. If I'm gonna use it for a table, or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things I can do with it. I need the framing, so whether I use it for a desk or a part of a kitchen counter, I don't know yet. But it was dirt cheap, so I grabbed it. Also got my shower base. So, as you can see, I got the shower base right here, which is really nice. It's rock solid. It has a built-in drain, so you don't have to worry about anything leaking onto the floor. It goes right from this base right to underneath the bus. The drain is molded in, which is really good. And it mounts like flush with the floor. So it's rock solid. I really like that base. You can see I'm finishing the last of these downward studs. But where's my thing? Yeah, I did them on here. So I'm pretty much done. All I gotta do is throw up the paneling on the walls. What am I looking for? Oh yeah. So I'm looking for this level. So when I did, so I don't have any surprises. When you lay these strips, just make sure that everything's level. You should be able to throw a level on it. It should be level all across the bus. The bus has to be level first. So anytime you start framing, anything whether you're building a schoolie or anything, anytime you start framing, make sure you level the item that you're going to frame on, and then also make sure it's all plumb, so that way when you go to hang the paneling, you won't have any surprises, like any crooked pieces, or the studs will be like lopsided, or the panel will start even here and it'll go up higher on there. That won't happen as long as it's level and plumb, and your beginning surface is also level. So I did that. That's what took me like probably the longest on this thing, just making sure that it was perfectly level. It's not hard because you have the edge of the window and the rivets to follow along, so it's pretty easy. But also when you're putting these in, so I cut from where the paneling is going to start on that corner, and every 48 inches I made a mark. So I know that there has to be a stud there because that's where the two panels are going to meet. So when you want to do that, once you have your mark, you just take your level and you put your level like wherever you want it. See, like I knew that I needed an 1.75 inch, so I just guesstimated just half of this board. Doesn't really matter. So you put your level on there and just get it plumb. Once it's plumb and you're in the position that you want to be, just cut the line with the razor blade. And then you take off the insulation and just snap it. It snaps right off. You put the piece back on, and then that piece fits right in, and it's right in the middle of that. And then you know that that piece is also straight up and down. Do you have to do that? You can eye it, obviously, easily, and still come out perfect. Well, not perfect, but it still come out fine. But it's just so easy to use a level. Just make sure it's plumb, put your line, slice it with a razor blade. So yeah, that came out. Those are coming out good. I mean, I'm almost done with that. That'll be done tomorrow. The reason I was slow rolling on that a little bit is because I was debating whether I actually want to do paneling or if I wanted to do just like pine boards or cedar boards. So what I've basically determined that I'm going to do is I'm going to do paneling on like the sections that are going to be blocked by stuff, and on like the main like living room area where the TV and the fireplace are going to be. Well, not the fireplace. The fireplace is going to have that corrugated steel, like the aluminum steel for the roofs of houses. I'm going to do the walls with that and box off the wood burning stove. But on the other parts of the floor where it's going to be visible, I'm going to do like cedar. The walls are going to be like cedar slats, just to get that nice cedar smell, and just to give it that little pop. Because I really like unfinished wood. I like the smell of wood. I just like wood. So I don't want to just do a plain Jane like crappy panel. after doing all these nice wood floors and having nice like throw rugs and actually going to design the bus like really nice. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything on this bus that's like Chinsky or like, so I figured fuck it, I'm just gonna do the cedar panels. So that's where I'm at. Oh, another thing is I'm actually going to, so I've determined, here's the shower base. Here's how it looks. It's molded in. It's nice and this thing's rock solid. It's like 1/8 of an inch thick, maybe a little bit thicker. So it's rock solid. But I've determined that in order to not lose headspace, I'm going to, see that's where my hole has to go, but I'm actually going to cut the subfloor out because after looking at it, I have furring strips, the 1 inch by 3 inch furring strips. And there's actually a furring strip that runs right there and then right against the wall. And then this is in the, there's a furring strip that runs right underneath here too. And along this hardwood floor. So it's actually, you can see where my box is. It's a 27 inch by 27 inch box. Now, if I were to cut this out and take the box out and take the insulation out from underneath there, that shower would fit right in here and it would go flush on the floor and give me an extra inch of headspace. Because as you can see, the whole shower is not, it's just this part that needs to get sunk into the floor. And this is 27 inches by 27 inches. So instead of it sitting on the floor, the subfloor right there, and the drain going through the bottom of the bus, I can make it sit on the bottom of the bus and have this part sitting on this in the subfloor, in that square all cut out. So the subfloor will be like wrapped around there really nice. It'll give it a little extra support on the side. And then what I'm thinking is I can spray foam inside here and then take a razor blade and just cut it flush. So at least the bottom of the shower base that's resting on the aluminum floor will still be insulated. But that's what I'm gonna do because I need, every inch counts for me. I mean, these schoolies, like, you do not have room to play with unless you're doing a roof raise, and there's absolutely no reason for me to do a roof raise on this bus. It's just me. I mean, I'm standing perfectly straight. I still have 2 inches of headspace. I'm not going to raise the roof on this. I mean, that's way too much work. I mean, more power to you if you're doing that. And I mean, most people that are doing that, they have like their entire families living in a bus. They got their wife, their kids, you know, bunk beds, and you know, they're taller than me to begin with. So, I mean, that's great if that's what you need, but I do not need that. So I'm trying to do whatever I can to use the available space I have, and it's doable. So I'm going to do it. So that's what's going to happen. That shower base is going to get sunk right down to the steel floor. And this desk, I don't know what I'm going to do with this desk yet. I mean, maybe I'm going to put it up here maybe and just use it as a desk. Maybe I'll chop it short and then re-put that side back on it so it won't stick so far out in the bus. Maybe I can get it so it goes from the wall to like right to the edge of this runner and have like a nice little desk, have the drawers in there. Maybe I could put like build a little cat litter house in there or something with some flaps. I don't know, I'll figure it out, but I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna do with it. I was thinking I could actually, it's the same exact dimensions as what I would need for part of my kitchen. It actually comes right out to the edge of here. So I was thinking I could just take this and dice up the bottom legs and get it to go over this insulated box that I'm gonna build over this hump. But then I said, you know, I don't know. I'm just gonna get a cabinet that's this exact size I need it for over there. I already need a table and a desk and all that stuff. So I might just put a real deal desk over here, and then maybe a wall that goes up, and then the flat screen TV on there mounted flush inside the wall. So I'll have my computer monitor, my flat screen TV. You know, this has a drawer that slides out. It's not a drawer, it's an extra table piece. So it turns into a desk with like an arm piece, and then it has 3 drawers. So I'll figure that out. But yeah, I mean, we're getting there. I mean, now is the part where things start moving. This floor, it gets a little discouraging doing the floor because you're like, man, I've been doing this bus for a month already, and I'm still working on the floor. But once that floor is done, I mean, things go up really quick. That floor took a lot of time. But now that it's done, I mean, this stuff is going right up. I got, my girl called me and said that not the wood burning stove, The on-demand hot water heater is at the house that FedEx dropped it off, and that the water tanks came, and she says she thinks they're the wrong size. Whether she's able to determine if they're 200-gallon water tanks or not is yet to be found out, because she didn't send me a picture. I'm hoping that she just doesn't realize how big a 100-gallon water tank is, but we'll find out when I get back to the house. So that's what I'm waiting to see right now. If they are the wrong size, I mean, I'll see if I can send them back and get the right size, or I'll see what size they are. Maybe they're keepable, but I doubt it, because I'm kind of set on the 100-gallon tanks. So probably not going to be having it. If it's not 100 gallons, it's probably going back. I mean, if it was like 75-gallon tanks, I might take it, but I don't know. I'm gonna see what it is. See what's going on. I'm starting to pack up here so I can go handle that now. Oh yeah, so I ordered 400-watt mono Renogy panels, 12 volt, and I ordered the Midnight Kid charge controller, the MPPT charge controller. And but my brother got me all the wiring I could possibly need, and anything from 2-AUG all the way up. And he got me all my 12-volt wires. He's got spools of each one, because I told you in the previous video that he's an electrician. So he got me a 6-foot-long power strip that runs on 12 volt. So you can actually plug a 12 volt to a battery, and it's a 6-foot strip that has a whole bunch of outlets on it. I guess they use them on construction and work sites and in construction zones and all that stuff. You know, he got all that stuff brand new from his business. So he's giving me spools of all the wires. He said I can use whatever I want, you know, whatever I don't need, just give him back. But yeah, so I'll be able to go through and pick the best, thickest wire out for this solar setup. But I did a lot of research, and hopefully that those 4, Renogy 100-watt mono panels are good. I mean, if all the research I did, they seem to be a good match for the that MPPT Midnight the Kid marine version, the white one. I chose white so it doesn't, you're already going to be off grid dealing with heat and sun, and I don't want anything that's going to collect more energy than it needs to. I don't want it to get overheat. So I decided to get the white marine version so I can mount it other places, and it also has like special features that allow it to accept more volts when it's cold out or whatever, all that fancy stuff, but I don't really know about it. I mean, I'm still learning. So I hope that's a good setup. I didn't make the plunge on batteries yet because I didn't know what I was doing, but now that I have the panels and the Midnight Kid charge controller, if anybody has any suggestions on the 6-volt batteries that I'm going to run in series and in parallel to get that 12 volts, I mean, you can send me a message. I'd be appreciated. I know about the Trojan 105s. I mean, I know about the Interstate ones. I don't know much about them. I know that the Trojans are supposedly better. And then there were some people telling me about the Sam's Club batteries, that were like $75 or $80 made by Interstate. So I don't know. There's a lot to think about with batteries, but I know that's the most important part of this bus. So batteries will not be something that is getting shortcutted. So it's going to be the best batteries I can buy. So that's what I'm determining now. So what batteries? So if you guys have any ideas or any theories on why one would be better for my setup as opposed to another one, I mean, please leave me a comment. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, that's it for right now. I mean, tomorrow you guys will see the paneling go up, and the cedar, probably not because I don't have it yet, but you'll see paneling go up. Maybe when I'm at the store, if I happen to grab some cedar, you'll see that go up. But you're going to see, like I said, a lot of progress for the next couple of videos. You're just going to see this thing get built like overnight. I'm coming here at like 5, 6 in the morning, and I'm staying until 6 at night, and I work like a maniac. So this thing is going to get done fairly quick. Oh, another thing, an idea. You know what I was thinking? Maybe sink the shower in, and then do like the concrete board or whatever that fiber board, and then do it like halfway around the shower so it doesn't go past the windows, and then do something on the top like a ring that I can put a curtain there so I can take a shower and have it be fully like waterproof. There'll be walls on it, half walls on it, and the whole bottom part will be waterproof. And then I can have a curtain that goes around it. That way, when I want to jump in, I can take a shower, and then I can, just put the shower away, and then it won't look like there's a big wall blocking here. It'll just be like a half wall and a shower pan. You can store stuff in there while you're driving or whatever you want to do, but there's no giant wall blocking you, and it doesn't make you feel like claustrophobic when you're in the shower standing in this little box. So that's one idea that I'm really, really going back and forth on right now, and it's a possibility that I might do something like that. Half walls, like really nice half walls that are multi-purpose, obviously on both sides. Going to be on the opposite side of the shower would be multi-purpose. There'll be racks on it or whatever, and then maybe like I don't know. I'm really intrigued by that idea because I like the open floor plan, and I really don't want to go to the ceiling. The only reason I was doing floor to ceiling walls around the shower is because there's a bathroom right here, and you need floor to ceiling walls around the bathroom, or do you? I mean, I don't know. I'm going to be boondocking. I'm going to be on my own property in the middle of nowhere. Do I really need a boxed-in bathroom and shower, or just do I need a privacy wall that maybe I can put like, some a nice like one of those accordion privacy things sitting on top of the wall around the bathroom, and then when I'm not using the bathroom, you could just pull that out, or you could leave it, you could not leave it, but you would have a half wall, the composting toilet sitting right there, and then you could have curtains. And then like this accordion, a nice fabric accordion that pulls out, made out of like hemp or something. That would look pretty nice. And like a saloon style doors, swing open saloon doors on the front. So those are two ideas that I'm thinking of, and it's probably gonna become a reality because I really like that idea and I haven't seen anybody do it yet. So I might want to be the first one. All right, guys, that's it. And tomorrow we'll have paneling on the walls, and probably some floors cut out for the shower base, and maybe something done with this desk, and a whole bunch of other nonsense. I was on the roof today and I resealed these things. I resealed them because we're supposed to actually get snow on Friday, like 3 inches of snow. Yeah, I resealed them. I can't get up there. I resealed them today anyways. But yep, that's it, guys.